So let's talk about this thing. So this is just going to be a quick off-the-cuff review, no planning or anything, of this REEKON T1 digital tape measure. Full disclosure, I bought this with my own money, but I did not pay full retail price for it because I got it during the Kickstarter. And also I have the holster here, but I don't think this is included standard. I think you have to pay extra for this. I think they threw this in because the Kickstarter was taking longer to fulfill than they anticipated. And I think this is the thing that they said they were throwing in as an extra thank you or whatever. So right off the bat, spoiler, the TLDR, I would not pay full retail price for this. I do not think it's worth it. Also, I'm not a contractor. I'm not in the trades or anything. I'm just a lowly DIYer, okay? So take my opinion for what it's worth, but I would not pay full retail price for this. If this were $100, I think it would be worth it. But at the full retail price, which is $200 plus, $250, I think, something like that, I would not pay for this that much for this. I haven't had any problems in terms of accuracy or anything like that. A couple people in some other posts have noted that you can trip it up, where it basically doesn't display a number. The manual notes that this is a possibility. Basically, if you pull the tape out too fast or push it in too fast, and now it's not going to do it. There it goes. It can trip up the encoder, and because the way it's measuring how far the tape is out is two ways. One, there's an encoder inside the tape measure itself, and it's also using these markings on the tape itself. So it's using two different ways to sort of get an idea of where the tape, how far the tape is pulled out. But so not a big deal. You just push it back in or pull it out or whatever. If it does it, maybe a little bit annoying, but not a deal breaker in my opinion. What is its size and weight. The thing is heavy. Here it is compared to a regular Stanley 25 foot. Obviously, you've got the handle because of the e-ink display, and also that's where the battery goes. But as big as it is, it's not really comfortable or ergonomic in the hand, I don't feel like. You have access to being able to take note of a measurement up here and the tape lock. But if you want to switch between or access the main menu to switch between inside and outside measurement, it's a two-handed thing. If you want to switch between units, you've got to use your other hand. If you want to turn the laser on, you've got to use your other hand. So, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, you can kind of flip it, and do it like this. But if you're trying to do a measurement, it doesn't feel right in the hand. It doesn't feel very ergonomic in the hand. It's also heavy. I don't know how heavy it is off the top of my head. If I compare it to my drill without a battery on it, it's, the drill's a little bit heavier. This thing has got some weight. I was kind of hoping that this would be a tape measure that I could keep in my backpack with my laptop and some other mostly networking tools, but it's just too heavy for that. Yeah, battery life seems decent, but charging it is awkward because you've got to pop that door up and then plug it in. It notes that it's charging on the display, but it never tells you when it's done. It could just be a firmware thing that they may fix. Accuracy has been fine. I think I noted that already. One thing, and I believe they offer replacement tapes, but this is going to wear out. And I'm not sure how much that's going to affect the ability for this thing to know how far the tape has been pulled out. But this encoding here, or this pattern here, will wear out eventually, especially if you're heavy use on a job site or what have you. The other thing is, I mean, the nice thing to have is the e-ink display, but it goes A, B, C, D, and it goes to Z, but I don't know if it goes past Z or not. But you have no way of noting what that measurement is. So if you're gonna, I mean, I could see how this would be nice for someone going out to like a customer's house and doing quotes, taking measurements of different things to do drawings or whatever. But if you don't remember what measurement A was, or measurement B or C or E or whatever, then you're gonna have a hard time with it. So that's sort of annoying, not having a way of sort of being able to denote what that is. Although I think what REEKON would tell you is that's what their app is for. Which actually brings me to the point of, you can actually just eliminate the e-ink display. Use the app, make the button, click, you click the button and it makes note of the measurement in the app, eliminate the e-ink display, You can make this thing the size almost of a regular tape measure. Obviously, you still have to figure out where to put the battery and stuff, but yeah, it wouldn't be so massive. The other thing, and this is the most annoying in my opinion, is the tape lock. So I'll pull out some tape here, and then I'll push it in. Now the tape is locked, okay? So the tape lock here, right? The only other option you have, you can lock it so that it goes in, right? But the tape is supposedly locked, except the slightest touch. Look, that's really annoying. When I've used this, I almost hate using this thing because that is so annoying. Because of that, the way that works. You bump it up against something. You know, I work by myself most of the time, so you bump it up against some, oh, okay. So you bump it up, all right, I need to get this, oh no. I mean, just the slightest, whereas with this, and I'm holding this, and the tape is collapsing, and it won't go in. So that, to me, honestly, I'm being completely honest, is the deal breaker with this. Why couldn't they get that part right? It's really annoying. Anyway, listen, this thing is a gimmick, and because it's a gimmick, because it's sort of a novelty, it could be useful. You know, you got, and the laser thing is, you know, whiz bang and everything else. It's neat. Because it's a novelty, because it's a gadget, I don't think it's worth the price that they're asking. $100 is what I would say this is worth. Obviously, there's probably more than $100 worth of parts in here, especially as a sort of a first run type thing. But they've got some work to do on this thing, and I'm hoping that version 2 is better, and they figure out this whole tape lock thing, because that's just silliness. It doesn't even hold it. Yeah. So anyway, so maybe that's helpful to you. It's neat. I'm sure that some people might find it useful. I do like the ability to record the measurement, although I think the e-ink display could be sacrificed to make the entire thing smaller, and then you just rely on the app if you want to actually record measurements. Again, super heavy, feels awkward in the hand, doesn't feel very ergonomic to use, that sort of thing. Using it one-handed is kind of awkward, and then this tape thing is just... Also, you can get imperial and metric, which I like because I go back and forth between the two, but this tape thing, this lock thing is just stupid. I mean, geez. You can't... I mean, just the slightest amount of force. Anyway, there you go.